Tonight I'm feeling a little out of control. Is this me? You wanna get crazy? Cause I don't give a...
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. You know who I am and you know who I be. I am none other than the fabulous Drama Dupree. How you doing?
So Isis,
yes.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing good. It is such a pleasure to really meet you.
Nice to meet you
like
too.
you in person.
Yes, you in person. Sweet thoughts.
So we're going to dive right into these questions.
Okay.
And the first question I want to ask is a very important question. And that question is, are you pregnant?
Well, you know what, actually? Yes.
Okay, that was it.
Confirmed it here.
Thank you so much. I'm Drama Dupree, that's Isis King, she's pregnant, and we're out. Okay, but seriously, what brings you here to Atlanta?
I came to Atlanta, for one, this is my first time coming here. And I came here as kind of like a trial for my tour. I'm starting like a fan tour, pretty much, where I go to different cities and, you know, meet and greet with my fans. It's kind of like my first time really coming back after my surgeries. I had my bottom surgery after the Tyra show, and then I went and had my breast done recently. So it's like all my recovery is over. I started acting, I'm motivational speaking, I'm doing so many things, and just kind of reintroducing myself, but as a finished product.
Okay. So you say that after your surgeries, your top and bottom surgeries, and that you're finished with the healing and things of that nature, as far as physically is concerned. Mentally, how are you after having both surgeries?
Mentally, after the bottom surgery, I thought it was really going to change me, but it really didn't. I think that's because I already felt the way I looked. In that sense, I already felt that who I was inside. I'm just seeing, okay, the bottom, it's not that much of a difference. You know, if anything, in a better way. People always ask, you know, well, do you miss it? I'm like, miss what? I didn't miss it. I didn't like it when it was there, so how could I miss it? I didn't really notice a difference until I got my breast done a few months ago. Before that, hormones didn't really affect me in that sense of allowing me to grow breasts, because I guess my whole body shape and everything like that. So I think that was the thing that really mentally changed me when I went out and people can see the visual change. You know, it brought my confidence up. I was already confident, but it brought my confidence level up way more, and it just made me feel more sexy and grown up. I feel like, you know, I was a preteen before, and now I'm a woman. And I feel like I don't know anybody that had it reversed like that, but yeah, for me, you know, I think if I would have, who knows, I feel like with transitioning in general, I always hear stories about it's not enough. I want more. I have to strive for perfection. And then I think when we realize that we're never going to be perfect, it makes it easier. I realized that I'm not going to ever be perfect. I want to be more shapely, but I'm not going to get silicone injections in my body. And clearly, until gravity started working on me, or I get some of my mother's hips, I'm going to be skinny. It's something I just have to accept. You know, so
I have an issue with that.
I wish I was bigger, but you know, God blessed me with this skeletal frame.
Yeah, you'll be the first and the last skinny bitch I have on my life.
Well, at least we had lunch together, so you see that I eat.
Yeah, yes.
I throw down. How you doing?
You were already Isis King, so to speak, before you hit Top Model. So you were already who you were before Top Model came along. So in that sense, has it helped or hindered you?
In my transition.
In your transition.
Okay. I feel like it has helped. I have gotten my surgery. Tyra got my surgery for me. So of course that sped up the process, if anything. But as far as my own personal self, it just sped it up, because it didn't make, like you said, it didn't make me who I am. And it helped with my confidence, because it pushed me in environments where, you know, 30 girls at one time found out, you know, or knew, and I just had to be stronger within myself and to accept the fact that I can't allow anybody to break me down, or even if somebody feel, oh, you're not good enough, you know. So it's like anything that happens in real life, being on the show intensified it, and it happened very quickly. So, you know, it just basically made me grow really quickly, like a butterfly. Everything happened with me that would have happened or would happen to other people who go through the whole thing, except mine just happened very quickly.
And nationally.
very quickly and naturally. It made it a lot harder to deal with, but you know, at the same time, I got through things a lot better, a lot quicker, I would say.
So with the national theme, and say you were also on her show. When she offered you the surgery, you were dating a guy, and he proposed to you on the show. And how did that play out?
Well, we were best friends for a few years before that. Basically, it didn't work out in our favor. We realized that, you know, clearly we both had to continue to find out who we were, and it just, you know, it's kind of in the sense that people sometimes come up to me and say, "Oh, congratulations, I see." I'm like, "Oh my goodness, I just want that to end. I wish that wouldn't air anymore," you know. But
well, you have to run,
you know.
But it's a part of your life that you went through, and now the relationship is over.
Yes, it's over with. So it's just like, oh wow, you know, oh, I have to keep reliving it. But you know, it's over.
So are you single?
I am actually happily in a relationship. You know, I was reading actually on Media Takeout the other day. Somebody forwarded me the story. Every time I've heard a story about me on there, it has been incorrect. Right. It has been incorrect. But when I read some of the comments and people say, you know, oh, see, this is what happened. They're tricking people. They're tricking. I'm just like, the thing people don't understand is if I have to be the one to let everyone know, then I will.
Right. And with that being said, because when we were out earlier today, one thing I like to do is I like to sit back and I like to people watch. So when I was with you earlier today, and the statement you said earlier, with a lot of guys don't watch Top Model, but the one thing that I did notice about you being out in public, you're very striking, beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And so with watching you, it was like, and a lot of guys were with their girlfriends or wives or what have you, and they were walking by there, it was like, I was like, what are they doing? Like, well, you know your wife is right there with you. So, do guys come up to you who know nothing about the show and just approach you out of the blue? And if they do you tell them off the bat? Because I know some girls that do that.
I have never ever in my life tricked anybody. I don't care if it was because of Top Model or not.
Right.
A lot of guys haven't seen Top Model, I don't have to tell a guy anything. But I prefer to tell them because you have to, for one, accept me for the woman that I am.
Right.
And for two, be able to accept the fact that my life is public.
Right.
So those are a lot of things to accept. I would never trick anybody into anything because I read many stories of young trans women who have gotten killed because they hid it. And I feel like just because I'm on a level that I'm at, that doesn't mean that something like that still couldn't happen.
True.
So that's something that's always been at the back of my head because I feel like it is important. Yes, I had my surgery, and yes, you don't have to, but why wouldn't you? If it's somebody I want to be with, they need to know my whole past. Whether we talk about it or not, okay, that's in the past, but you should still know because if not, I'm not being true to myself because basically I had to erase however many years before that and make it up. So I'm telling you, whatever I tell you is a lie. You know, you have to be able to accept me, but I don't feel like, you know, there's plenty of guys who will accept a woman like me as a woman. And whether other women or other men or other people think that that's right or not, or that means you're going to go to hell, whatever people think. People always have their own opinions about things, but basically, who are we to judge each other? You know, it's between me. Basically, it's between me and the guy I'm with. You know, whether or not you feel like you look up to par as much as I do, and you want to hate, or, you know, whatever the case may be, that's on you. But the fact that I can be out with my story, I had my surgery, I'm beautiful, and I'm a model, a lot of people can't understand that a man would be with me. Why not? If I have the confidence, why would